Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Wizardry. Proving grounds of the Mad Overlord, shall we? Victory, good evening, good to see you. So, we are right now on floor 10. And, I need to get out of here because I'm going to save the game. So I came down here. And, oh, okay. I don't know why it wasn't letting me open the door there, but it didn't want me to. I came down here just to get some experience, try to find some treasure. But I'm going to tell you what. Hermie, good evening, good to see you. I, accidentally, when I was playing on Steam Deck, just trying to get some experience and some gold or some treasure, I ended up accidentally finding the end boss. And he annihilated me. I didn't even try to fight him because I didn't want to beat him off camera. But I don't know if I can beat him, but I've got to try and see where we're at. Because let me show you something. I've been looking at this, and we'll inspect it. So, I've been here grinding experience trying to find loot, and I'm going to just go into a character and just show you a few things. So, you'll notice here that Amber Waves are 13th level fighter. It is going to take me, even though I've been grinding, 164,000 experience to level up to level 14. Now that is so much experience that it's almost like going from level 13 to level 14 is all of the experience of going from 1 to level 13 in one level. Like, it's kind of like old D&D scaling for experience, where it just starts to get astronomical how much you need, and the experience that you get from the enemies for the most part doesn't go up enough that this is like... Now that might be an exaggeration, Victory, but it feels that way. Sid, good evening, good to see you. Alex, good evening, good to see you. So here's my point. My point is, I need to see if I can just win. Because if I can't, grinding another level... Crab, good evening, good to see you. I know, Hermie. No, and, you know, it might, but here's the deal. So, another thing I noticed was that also I'm not getting any loot. Like, I'm not getting any loot at all here that I haven't got before. I haven't replaced any loot with what I have found on the 10th floor. And so, that's bad. That means that if I can't get any new loot that I was getting from the dragon, and it's going to take me a long time to level up, I might as well just see if I can win. So, let's do that. So I can just kind of go out here, and now I've got back to the beginning. Okay, good. So the nice thing about floor 10, even though it's confusing, is that you can easily leave whenever you want. Unless, as I found out, unless you get into the final section where the end boss is, then you cannot run away. So I tried to leave, but you can't. So I just had to test it out. Now, hey, Jamnuska, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the inn. We're just going to sleep with everybody. Exactly, Hermie. I don't even know what to do. I'm trying to select this character. Why don't you let me click on it? Alright, whatever. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to just inspect it. And let's see if we have any items that need identifying. Sort of. So you see I've been getting like all kinds of, you know, cursed items. Minus, right, breastplate -2, scroll of a first level spell, you know, the usual good stuff. And we're going to go to the store, and we're going to sell. So, plate mail +1, sell it. Staff -2, sell it. Staff -2, breastplate -2. Plate mail +1, scroll. Mace. Yeah, it's fine. And alright, I think we're almost out of garbage items. Okay. Jamnuska, that's a great question. Vim or whatever is like kind of your character's age. So it was always a mechanic, I suppose, to just prevent you from resting eternally, that your characters can die of old age, I think. But none of my characters are even close to that. Like, if I inspect this character, you could see that his Vim is 97%. I'm assuming it has to go to 0 for him to, like, pass away. And 94% is, I think, my lowest. So, you know, nobody's hopefully going to die of old age. Sid, we're on the bottom floor, floor 10. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to quit to the title menu. It's very low, Jamnuska. And I don't know if they've changed it to make it easier. I hope not. Hermie, wouldn't that be brutal? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... This is the file that we're on with the most money right here. And I'm going to copy this game over here. Yes. And then I'm going to load this. So if we do wipe, we have a copy of this right here. So now we're going to go in and we're going to see what happens. We're just going to go in the maze and we're going to go to floor 10 and just march to our doom. I'm going to cast an old favorite, Big Shield. So, I don't know if you all saw it or not. I can't remember if I did it on camera or not, but I did get level 13 with every character except Old Gods, who my poor bishop is like still needs about 60 grand just to get to level 13, which is diabolical. We could start, and one thing that I haven't done yet, which we might have to resort to, would be changing the classes of the characters, so we could experiment with that. That is right, Victory. It was on floor 8 that we lost the old party. Alright, we're going to go to floor 4. Zombie Man. And then we just go this way. We use our ribbon. Were rats. It's always interesting when terrible monsters pick a fight. I mean, that's okay. Go for it. Hey, we got a shield. It could be a +1 shield. So we're going to go to floor 9. And we just go over here. We drop down the hole. Okay. So, I don't have it memorized yet, but I think I have a pretty good feel for what we need to do. This is a big fight. Poison Giants, Will-o'-the-Wisp, Demon. So the Will-o'-the-Wisp is actually a nice enemy because it gives you a lot of experience. It's not very hard. I will go ahead and just hit the Demon. And then we're going to cast... I'm just going to cast something pretty reasonable here. Blizzard on these Giants. And then something else on them. We're going to try. That is the plan. We didn't kill the Demon, which is a shame. Oh. How about that? How about that? That's why you save it. So, what happened right there was unreal. Like, those are the swings of this floor. That is an ultimate level spell. I've never seen the enemy cast that spell. I have that spell, but it's a top level spell. Second of all, I don't know if you noticed, but for whatever reason, the Poison Giants just decided to resist magic on my spells, so they didn't even work, and then the Demon just was like, let me obliterate you. So, thank goodness we saved it. I was not expecting that. I was actually trying to be conservative with my spell casting. I really wasn't as concerned as I probably should have been. So now I know if I see a Demon, I need to be aware that that can happen. Yeah, it's like the best spell in the game. It's just like, it does so much damage. Alright. So we're going to copy this game, and we're just going to kind of, replace that. And then I'm going to load this game. Okay. So, let's just pretend that didn't happen. I'll show you the spell. So the spell is something I just got. Oh. Wrong button. It is this spell right here. Tilt-a-wait. It's got it's untranslatable. So it does 10 to 150 damage to all monsters. So it's 10 dice 15. Now, I will say, if you think about it, my first two party members have 126 and 122 hit points, and Old Trusty has 110. So that means this spell that can range from 10 to 150 damage, they rolled like the nuts on that spell to kill my entire party in one shot like that. They rolled 126 or better out of 10 to 150. So that was like a combination of, I can't believe they cast that spell, and I can't believe they rolled that well. Ouch. Alright, we're gonna go big shield again. I think the game knew that, like, I was going for the boss. You would be amused to know, but before, like in the last couple of days when I've just been every once in a while logging in on my Steam Deck and just fighting monsters on floor 10 to try to get some loot or experience, I actually have a hard time finding a fight. Like, sometimes I'll just walk around and the encounter rate, isn't that great. And so here I am, and the first time I'm like, okay, I'm really not going to try to fight anything. That's what I get. The reason I don't want to cast that spell myself is because I'm going to pray that I can get it off on the boss. When I fought the end boss, and I stood there and just didn't do anything, I only made it for a few turns. Oh, wait, where did I go? Wrong way. So I'm going to need to just pour out as much damage as I possibly can before the guy kills us. Alright now, game. Let's calm down on this encounter rate. Gaze hounds, huh? Fine. So it says Gazehound flees. That was a pretty slow flee. We must have really not wanted to not pursue that guy. Alright. Potion. Sword. Scroll. I like when sometimes the chests just contain a ton. You're like, oh, okay. Lomilwa. Oh, no, don't use it. Identify it. Dios. Okay, yeah, sure. Longsword +1. Ronnie, good evening. Good to see you. You would. It's very comparable loot to what I got from the Red Dragon. So I haven't found anything insane yet. So I've pretty much accepted at this point that +2 is just as good as it gets. Oh boy. Ooh, don't do that to me. Evil Bilbo was struck in the face. Hotheads indeed. Crunch. Crunch. Oh my god. Disaster. Man, the game totally knows that I want to go fight the boss. So what happened right there, this is like, as you get into designing new games, like, and as the series iterates, I will be curious to see what they do, but like, one of the things that's wild about this game is, for example, right there, the only reason you have a thief in your party is for traps. And he had a 95% chance to detect a trap. He detected the wrong trap. We went to disarm it. He disarmed the wrong trap, which triggered the trap, which was an anti-priest trap, which then paralyzed my priest, who is the only member of my party who can cure paralysis. So that means that we're out of luck. It's over. Like, I have to come back and go to the temple. But what's crazy is you can never get better with your thief at, like, detecting traps or really even disarming traps. Like, I have a pretty, like, reasonable amount of chance to fail at disarming a trap. And you can't put skill points into it. You can't get him really any better. He has maximum luck and maximum dexterity. That's all I got. Like, so you know how we've been playing, like, Pillars of Eternity or other games where it's like, you can specialize people into traps. And Fading, it's a good question. So he can multi-class, but he would need to be a ninja if I wanted him to disarm traps. Now, I could just say, screw it, I'm not going to open treasures anymore. I don't need a thief. And I could just kick the thief out and just forget. Like, if I just say there's no way I'm getting any good treasure chests, I'm just going to not have a person with traps. That's a possibility. I could do that. The problem with ninja is that you have to be evil, and my party is good. So there's an alignment conflict with a ninja. Hermie, it feels like it, right? Alright, so we're back, kind of. Let me arrange my party. Steve, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Yes, correct, right? Which, just being honest with you, it's one of the flaws of, you know, a D20 system. Like, 5% is a pretty high failure rate for a professional at a task. Right, Hermie, or something like that. He should just be better at it. Like, can you imagine if 5% of the time you drove your car, you crashed it? Like, it's kind of an absurdly high amount of failure. But that's what the system is. Right, Chamduska. Yeah, Ronnie, exactly, right? Right, it was. Alright, so let's go to the inn. Yeah, you just have to deal with it. But, and I'm not even as worried about, the 5% fail on the detect trap, but I've noticed that I think I'm at 76% or 70, it's like 79% chance to successfully disarm the trap with my thief. And it's like, well, I can't really get him any better at it. So you just have to accept that you're going to fail. It's difficult to accept. All right, let's go. Oh, wait, actually, it's not. Let's go back to the inn. We need to rest. Yeah. Here we go. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, Steve, advantage would be nice. That would be fine. Nice, Chef Smitty. Sounds like a good time, my friend. Say it exactly. Worn smooth. Now, my die 100 actually is a ball. That very poorly lands on the side. They ran. All right. Got him. Okay. All right, so... got a shield. Where's the bears indeed, right? All right, let's try this again. All right. That's a lot of gaze hounds. They've unleashed an army of hounds on me. It is good, Hermie. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to inspect these guys, and... oh, I don't know enough about them yet. I'm going to cast a spell. We're going to call this spell Deadly Air. So how do you kill an army of gaze hounds? You cast Deadly Air. Alright, 95% chance. Yeah, see, so he's 77% chance to disarm this trap. It's like, it's such a weird situation, but we did it. Maybe it was just an oversight. Maybe they'd never heard of basilisks, and they're like, what if there was like a lizard-like dog creature that looked at you and petrified you? I like it. Oh, come on, you fools. Just put your sword into the lights. Don't miss. Just hold your sword out there in the lights. You'll kill it. See, so Will-O-the-Wisp are cool because they give you a lot of experience. Alright, he failed, but at least he didn't trigger it. There you go. That's a lot of swords. There's 2 swords in that chest. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got. Now, who's got something good? That is a crappy sword. Alright, here. What you got, buddy? Short sword +2. Already have it. Hey, MWS. Good evening, my friend. Well, that would be bad. We don't want that. Ooh, looks like we got access to another of our dream amulets. It's like we got the amulet, which is, you know, probably one of the greatest items that we could get. But then we got to the floor, like we got it right before we got to the floor where we couldn't use the amulet. But it would have been nice. Oh, man who stands. Good evening. Good to see you. You know, I don't know if there are magical robes. Yep. Well, you know, everybody can have a necklace. That's fine. Everybody wears one. All right. Anyway. We got through trap 1. Now, fire giants. High priest. All right. Raise your hammer high. He's like, I'm ready for battle. Guys, please go in front of me. Boy, we picked the wrong time to just do garbage damage all of a sudden. Come on, people. We don't accept these rolls. What's going on here? Nah, he cast, I'm not sure how that killed him. Because it wasn't baddie. Okay, well, back to town, everybody. Oh, okay. Who did the fire giant? I missed that. I was like thinking we had it. I didn't even notice that he took 123 damage. That was my fault. I don't know if I could have healed him before that happened, but oh, the caster with a spell? Yeah, so he cast he might have just cast like power word kill or whatever, like let me see what he cast. I thought he cast, yeah, this, Beguilement. And this is only supposed to do 3 dice 8 damage. Maybe he, oh, Mabadi, no. Okay, that's why. This spell puts you at 1 to 8 hit points. So this is a spell that is not good. Like, I'll try it on the end boss and see if it works, but this is one of those spells where it's like it probably won't work very well for us, but if the enemy casts it, it is devastating. Okay. But we're back-ish. All right. They, of course, they have to be, right? It doesn't mention on there a savings throw, but the boss might just be one of those things where he just can't get hit by magic at all or something. But I'll try it. I'm gonna try it. I gotta find out. All right. All right. Okay. Let me go to the inn really fast. Everybody's got a nice rod of flame. I mean, that's good. You can't, Hermie. The only way you can deal with... You can buy a potion for poison, but you can't do anything about paralysis. The only way is with the priest spell. Which it's too high of a level of a spell for my bishop to get it. Oh, actually, let me check the tavern and see if they have a mage. Yes. Here we go. I'm going to hire Cadmus here. So this is a good human mage. Now, his stats are not good, but he's got spells. And there's a very, very real possibility that I use this guy in replacement for my bishop. And we just try to level him up to like 12 or 13. He's got 6 level spells, so he can actually do more AoE than the bishop. And none of the bishop's healing or utility is going to be useful against the end boss, really. So I've been waiting for a good mage to be here, so we got one. That was some nice trumpeting. All right. So we're going to go try again for the boss, and hope that we don't get wrecked. But I'm keeping my eye on the bishop, and we're going to see if it's actually somebody we want in our group or not. The bishop has been super useful at identifying items, at helping us cast map, off healing, those kinds of things. But we might be to the point where we just don't need that anymore, and we would rather have a mage. Because the bishop only has up to 3rd level spells, which means I only have 3rd level nukes. Which are not that exciting. It might not, Hermie. It's a good point. All right. Let's try this again. Yeah, Toddies, exactly. Okay. So this is an annoying fight. Let's see if we can do this correctly. Oh. Yeah, okay. Actually, my, this should work. That's the secret, Toddies. When the kids dismiss your jokes, you know you've hit right. Nice. See, this is just a referendum on how stupid my thief is. That's 2 failures and just an exploding box. I was just trying to inspect it. And what's crazy about this is that damage that's been dealt to my entire party, that might be enough damage that I have to turn around and go back out because I can't adequately heal it. I'm getting closer and closer by the moment to just taking the thief out and not just refusing to open any more chests in the game. I keep thinking I know that I've seen some lists of items that are like super rare that would be really cool. And so I kind of hold out hope for that. But let's see, can you heal people up? You have 3rd level heals, which means 1st level heals because there's no heal at 2nd or 3rd level. Look at that. Healing for 1. Okay. Well. Yeah. Let's try again. Okay. The spell makes a good sound effect, it just doesn't do a good job at healing. Alright. Let's try. If I get to the boss, I'll think about using the rest of my spells to heal the party. Alright. So. Yeah, Toddies. I mean, it's hard to know, like, which enemies have which loot tables. I mean, I'm assuming things on floor 10 have good stuff, but I don't know. You could buy some. The problem is that the potions of healing are Dios, so they're the 1st level spell, which means 1 to 8. Well, the problem with that, Sid, is that you can't hold very much. So, like, my people can maybe hold 2 or 3 items. It's a good idea. I wish you could buy some stuff like that. I have so much money that basically serves no purpose. Hey, Murphy's Ghost. We know this guy. Okay. That would be awesome, Toddies. No, I have found no rings. Alright. We're getting there. Hey, Shadow, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, Alex, that's what it looks like. I feel like I have just all of the standard loot. I don't want to use all my spells because I really, really want to be able to fight, like, have some spells for the boss. Trying to just make sure the back row doesn't die instantly. Alright, that's a little bit of healing. That's a lot of Murphy's ghosts. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Matu. Alex, I guess it's the Ring of Healing. If there, that sounds really useful. All right. That will be good. There's a Vorpal Blade as well, the Cuisinart, but I think that that's just a rare drop, like just really hard to get. But they all might be that way. All right. All right, these are the guys that killed me. Correct. Yeah, Steve. I can't. I wish I could. Yes, they are. So we have to just fight them with the absolute best stuff that we got. Okay. So I'm going to tell you. I used the spell that they wipe us with, and they just resisted it. I'm not really sure what I could have done. It's like, I guess you just have to roll better. You just, like, the only way you're supposed to win that is pray that they don't resist your spell. But it's like, the only means that the game gives me to defeat that is a spell that they can cast that I cannot resist, that they can. I know. It's so bad. And what's terrifying about it is, like, even if I did grind for days, I can't do anything about that. Can I? What am I supposed to do? Just get enough hit points to take that spell? Or am I just supposed to pray that they don't roll, like they have some kind of like innate magic dice or something? All right, anyway. I think the only thing we can do is, I think we just have to accept that luck is a major factor in this, and just pray that, because I'm going to tell you, I got to the boss before, so oh, so you have to use the spell that takes a level? Just want to make sure that was the right spell, or right game. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Darn, I should have saved it after I got that high-level mage. Toddies, I totally feel you, my friend. But the problem is I have the best swords that my characters can get, except for the incredibly rare drops. Like, I have longsword +2, longsword +2, short sword +2. Just the best possible gear that my fighters could have. But there were 6 of them, so there's that. And then yeah, it's tough. I guess you just have to, I got the initiative for my spell. I just needed it to work. But the problem is I don't know where to get. This is the lowest level of the dungeon, and I don't know where to get any better gear. I've been opening all the chests on the bottom level, but they all give me what I have or worse. Like, actually, what I have is better than what they give most of the time. So I don't know where to access better gear. Yeah, I agree. I think it's just probably a low drop rate, you know, and so I just need that. I don't think so, Ronnie. That's a good question, though. Okay. Let's try it again. Yeah. Good question. I don't know. I mean, like... I fought the Red Dragon a ton, and that's where I got most of my loot. And I haven't seen any better loot. I guess, Alex, right? I have spells that can lower armor class in combat. But I don't have any spells that raise our resistance. Oh, you know what? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, here's an idea. Just bear with me. I do have a spell that supposedly prevents the enemies from casting spells, like a silence. It's a very low-level spell, so it's easily resisted, but it could be something that we need to turn the tide. I could try that. No, Alex, High Priest I could kill. I mean, they do have the spell that we saw that takes us down to 1 hit point that's brutal, but we can usually kill them. Oh, it's silence, but just on them. I'll show you. So the spell I have is called Still Air. It stops the air around a group of monsters from transmitting sound. So they can make a save to resist, but it could work. Okay, thank you, Alex. Well, maybe then the High Priests are the ones that we want. So we'll try it. If we can silence the demons and then kill them, as Alex is saying, to drop the loot that we need, then we have a chance. Lurkers, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. So, the issue I have with Malor is that on floor 10, I don't know where I can safely teleport to not teleport into stone and wipe the party. So, because I can't see what coordinates I'm on. Maybe it would be something, let me see. And then so here's the other issue, and this is what's challenging. I can cast Mahamon to silence them, but the problem with Mahamon is it's a 7th level spell. And as you can see, I lose a level, and I have a chance to forget each learned spell. So, like, the drawback of casting this spell is insane. Like, how easily do I get my spells back if I lose them? And the amount of experience it takes to go from 12 to 13 is, like, preposterously high. Is it a permanent level lost? Or is it like you can go to the temple and get the level restored like it's been drained? So teleport is the other spell here, and oh, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Steve. So, okay, well, we'll try it. Okay, thank you. I was just so scared about losing a level, I just never, and my spells, I just never even considered it. Now, the other thing is, Malor says it randomly teleports you to a new location if you're in combat. So it gets you out, but it's a new location. Now, I don't know if Malor, when cast in combat, can put you into the wall or not. So you can teleport yourself into the wall, which wipes your party as well. But I don't know if this will protect you from that. But that's brutal. Maybe it's like it's so hard that you just have to risk. Yeah, I've got it saved. So, you know, whatever happens. But okay, we've got some maybe answers. Yeah, I mean, totally, Toddies. It is that kind of a game, right? They summoned more. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're gonna need something large here. I'm just gonna give them this. And I'll go ahead and Matu. Ooh. Alright. Well, we needed to go before them. Yep. Oh, dear God. I mean, and what's crazy is I was using spells. It's just you fight enemies that are really, really hard. Okay. You basically just have to go before them and get your AoE off before they get theirs. That's just all there is to it. I have 18 agility or dexterity or whatever it is with all of my people. I just rolled badly. All right. The problem with level 20, I wish, there's no other place to reliably level up. I mean, And I don't want to say that. What I want to say is there are places I could level up, but it would take just hours of pure grinding. I mean, an unfathomable amount of time to get the experience that I need because of how big the jumps are in experience. But I don't know if that's what's required. We're gonna find out. So anyway, here, let me make sure I copy this. So this is my one right here, 12. Yes. Okay, so copy. Wait. Oh, right. Okay. So let's go to the tavern. Nah, they don't have anything good. Okay, wait. Here's another thing we could do. This might have to happen. So maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong. Let's find out. Instead of trying to go from level 13 to 14, what if I just change the class of all of my people and go back to level 1 and see what I retain with my characters if I change their class? Like, if I keep my spells and I can still use spells, but then make that person like a fighter or something? Maybe? Maybe it'll work? I'm not sure. Prestige would be good. Let me see. Alright, let me go to... Here, I have an idea. Alright, I'm gonna go over and just check out the training grounds. And I'm just gonna go into the training grounds. And I'm gonna edit a character. And I'm gonna say... Amber Waves. No. Bilbo. Yeah, Bilbo. No. I'm lying. Old gods. Class. So I could change this guy to a mage. What happens? Here's where we are right now. You can see we are a level 12 good dwarven bishop, and we have 10 strength, 18 intellect, 18 piety, 18 vitality, 13 agility, and 6 luck. And if I change, I will become a level 1 mage. So, my stats are all gone. But let me look at this guy again. Okay. So I kept my spells. So I changed to level 1 mage instead of being a bishop, but I keep my priest spells, which is unfortunately not very good. But here is the real key. I keep my hit points. So maybe, hear me out, I need to change the entire party and then just keep leveling up to like level 10, changing classes again and again, so that people have hundreds, if not thousands, of hit points. Like, if I can retain my hit points, and then I get hit points when I level up again, maybe I can stack hit points to survive some of those spells? I don't know. Now I am worried about Vim all of a sudden. Well, I think 100%, just based on playing the game, what you want with everybody is you need AoE damage spells. It's the only way to beat this, because doing single target damage just doesn't carry you when there's 20 enemies on the screen that can cast AoE. So let's just see what happens if that's exactly what I'm thinking, Hermie, is just to have all mages with huge health pools. Lords are actually pretty good. If I don't know if I have the stats for one, though. That's what I hear. I don't have one. So this guy actually can't change class because he is not smart enough to. So unfortunately, Holdo can. She's smart enough to become a mage. So, Shadow, you're saying you only gain 1 hit point per level? So it's not like before when you could gain more than 1 hit point per level? And now my Vim is going to drop rapidly every time I sleep? Well, I have an idea. Let's just do this as an experiment. I'm not going to change everybody then. What could Bilbo change to? I could be fighter or thief. That's not very good. Okay. I think 2 mages is still pretty helpful. Yeah, let me look at it. Yeah, he's got 91% Vim. It's pretty reasonable. Oh, I see, Shadow. Interesting. So they don't let you stack hit points. So that's bad. Okay. Well, now I'm like, do I want to change this guy? Probably. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to do the same thing that I just did. I swear. I definitely could, Hermie. The only problem is that you still need somebody to wear heavy armor in the front row. Like, maybe what you'd have to do, Hermie, is have them be fighters, then respec mage, then go back to fighter, so that they could at least wear the armor in the front to take the melee hits, but then they could cast spells. Because, like, those fire giants, if they hit me, even if they're not casting a spell, and I'm just standing up there in robes, I don't think it's going to go very well. That would be nice, Hermie. If I could go first, like, if I could lock it in. We're going to try. I'm still trying to, like, actually make a little bit of progress and get further. Try to memorize the path that we need to take. Okay. So, that one's pretty easy. Hey, Episcopal Cat. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Okay. Well, that's a problem. That's great, Episcopal Cat. I look forward to trying that next week. Okay, so I think some people have healing, cure poison potions. Yeah, okay, so he has an antidote, but who else has one? Here you go. No, you can't precast it. Oh, he's not wearing any of his stuff. Oh, he can't wear that anymore. That's right, yeah. Ooh, I got some cool armor. But he can't identify it. This is actually a different... This might be a good piece of armor. I'm gonna see. He is no longer a bishop. He has sacrificed the cloth. Alright. Okay. Come on, Bilbo. All right. Yeah, Toddies, I agree with you. I don't understand it either. It's so bizarre. It's such a strange design choice that, like, for example, you get a scroll, and then you read a scroll, and then the item, instead of disappearing because it's consumed on use, it just stays in your inventory as a broken item, and there's no use for broken items. So it's like, why would you give the player just some extra step to have to discard this thing that has no function? It just boggles the mind. Okay. Here we go. The giants. They're so big. Frost King. Toddies, good evening, my friend. Good to... Wait. No, I already saw you, Toddies. I don't need to say good evening, but what I need to say is I played Class of Heroes 3, and it's great. I have one video on it. It is like... It's basically Wizardry, Toddies, is Class of Heroes 3. It's like a party of 6 that does a dungeon crawl, but it's, at a dungeon crawling academy. So it's got like kind of a Persona-y, you're in school business mixed with dungeon crawling. It's pretty cool. There's a ton more classes than there are in this. Like, you can be like a chef, you know, like just bizarre classes. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a... It's very Japanese in that sense. It's like got some anime sensibilities to it. Alright. Dead. Come on, Bilbo. Got it. Yeah, Toddies, it's not... I'm with you. It's not full-on, like, outrageous contemporary waifu anime stuff, which I just can't take at all. It's like 1990s anime, which, like, JRPG-ish anime, which is more palatable, but it still, you know, has some, like, very cutesy things going on. I did not play the original. It is a remaster, so here's the thing, is it was a PSP game. So you're talking about, like, I had a PSP, it was awesome, but it was, like, it's limited compared to what it could do modern. The remaster for Class of Heroes 3 is very much like the HD remaster I've been playing of Etrian Odyssey, where they take the textures that were like low res and the dungeons themselves have been really sharpened up for HD screens, and the UI and everything like that is fit for modern screens with quality of life that you would expect. So it's like it's all crisp and runs really well. So that's how it's a remaster. The other thing is, Toddy's, it was not localized into English. It was a Japanese-only PSP title. So it's the first time it's been released to English audiences. Take a look at this guy. He's angry. He's a cool-looking guy. Yeah, it feels like it's more like a remake of a PlayStation, like 1 or 2 game, in that sense because of the hardware capabilities of the PSP. Speaking of which, I really need to try the Crisis Core remake. That game was awesome for the PSP. We're going to cast... I'll just cast something simple on this guy, but I need him to go. Yeah, this guy looks great. He gives you a lot of experience, too. Like, just one Frost Giant gives you 5,000, which is a ton. That helm that he dropped could actually be something. He really might be Toddy's. That would be nice. Okay, well, we did it. So, I wasn't meaning to do this, but I told you I did this before. This is the boss. This is the end boss. So, this is the lair of the evil wizard Werdna, and his office hours are 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. by appointment only. The wizard is in, and you can't escape at this point unless you cast teleport. So, if we wipe, we wipe. I'm not too worried about it. I am interested to see if we can survive. So, do I need to heal anybody up? I do. I'm going to use just some basic healing here. There we go. All right. So we're going to see what we can do. He's got a vampire with him, and some other stuff. And we're going to fight the Robe Man. That is the boss. Robe Man. Robe Man. We are going to cast the biggest spell I've got, Word of Death, to all enemies. We are going to cast the biggest spell I've got, Tilt-a-Watt, and we're going to cast... He doesn't have very much, but we're still going to cast what he's got. No, we could open with Silence, but here's my thought. Yeah, I could. You know what? Why not? Okay, fine. All right, let me go back. I was going to just use my big spell, but I could cast Mahamon and see what happens. And then we're going to cast Fire on the Robe Man. Let me see. I don't think he actually does have it. I could try. That's fine. So he's got stillness. It's this pre-spell. Still air, yeah. Well, you'd think that, but if I could actually hit him and did damage, I don't even know how many hit points he has. He might be like a glass cannon. I'm curious. So we took their magic resistance, which is good. We got him. She killed him. Look, he's dead. Yeah, he had like no hit points. So you guys were totally right. Draining the level reduced their magic resistance, which meant that our spells had a better chance to hit. And they did. So we're now just going to try to see if we can kill this vampire lord and survive. Alright, I need to kill vampire lord? Sure. I need to just put blades on these guys. I'll go ahead and tilt-a-want and put fire. I'm just using fire. There's tilt-a-want. Dead. 77 damage to each one. Alright, so we killed them. Everybody gets 5,000 experience, which is a good amount. And we got some kind of amulet here. So he was drained of 1 level. But keep in mind, yeah, you guys are totally right. Okay, so that reduces the danger level. Hey, Computer Solutions, what's up, my friend? I think the gameplay is pretty much identical. It's just turn-based combat solutions. I've actually been playing the original Nintendo game version. It's pretty comparable, but what's cool is you can actually change the settings to make it like the old school game if you want. You can make everything like it. But in terms of gameplay, I'm not sure if I could think of anything that's different from the turn-based RPG that was the original. He gave very little experience. So let's see what, okay, we got some sweet armor here. Well, that's probably just evil armor, but maybe we can mess with it. We got a cool amulet. Toddy, that's hilarious. So, this is what I was saying. Like, when I got to the boss, I felt like maybe if I could just do enough damage, we could make it, right? And we can go to town, we can buy the level back for face melt. Because as you guys were saying about the spell, it's just a temporary drain, not a permanent loss of level. Old Gods is going to level up several times. And then... let me see here. Let's see if I forgot any spells. I lost a... did I lose a 7th level spell? I lost teleport. So, I did lose the ability to cast teleport. Oh, I lost a lot of spells, actually. You can, Solutions. So you can get the Cursed Ring, yep, and sell it, and you could fight Murphy's Ghost as well. What's cool, Solutions, is that they basically tried to, like, replicate the original game, and so even that some of the jank is still in it from Yeah, I lost all my level 5 spells. I lost all my level 3 spells. That was awful. Yeah, the amulet is what was taken. So I lost most of my magic. But it was integral to, I think, making it so we could win that fight. So it's a pretty good trade. Can you think about, like, you know, I don't know. I mean, that's the great question. I do not know. I need to heal up, though. It's a cool RP moment, you know, where it's like a... It's not like Raceland in, you know, Dragonlance or whatever, but it's like... It's this moment where, like, in order to defeat the bad guy, our wizard had to, like, lose their magic permanently. Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool... It's like, it's a fair trade, you know? We had to stop him. He's like, guys, I don't feel as powerful as I once was, but we won. Alright, so let's go ahead and heal up. I'm using my big heal just to make sure that these people have hit points and we don't die. Okay. There is a chance that, like, I run into something and we die. To town for when the wizard wants out. Yeah, that's what I want. Does this actually go out? Let's see. Congratulations. You have completed your quest, and the amulet is now back in the hands of your beneficent ruler, Trebor. In return for this, you will be initiated into the Overlord's honor guard, and thus will be entitled to wear the chevron of this rank evermore. So this is something from the original. I believe you could do honor guard. Additionally, you get 250,000 experience points to each new recruit. I think we won. Everybody leveled up. So, are these... What does the honor guard mean? Like, they can't age out? Or does it do anything different for them? Yeah, there's the chevron in the upper left. Alright, I gotta identify this stuff. I can't wait to see what it is. Alright, first of all, though, let me... Is there more to do? There can't be, right? It's just a small little screen, but let me go out and save it. Oh, Toddies, they reworked something about that. So, like, old school options, there's a thing about honor guard. Yeah, so it's honor guard terms. Keep gear. So you can change this in the new version so that you do not lose your gear. So it says here, the guard doesn't allow new recruits to bring their own gear. If you set to keep gear like it was in the original, the honor guard will make an exception and you'll get to keep all your gear. Oh, that's what I did. Kept it. Otherwise you lose it all. Right. So, Right, Shadow. That makes sense. So what happens is, like, you see that basically, so this is a new thing, character recruiting, aging from the end. You can turn off aging, so that you can't die. Hermie, it's almost like they didn't expect people to beat the game. Yeah, Toddy, this is all part of the remaster. So you can have, you could make it basically much, much worse for yourself. Oh, I see. You can... Oh, interesting. So you can cheat and get the honor guard reward more than once if you want. No, it's great. It's great. And honestly, no ending isn't that big of a deal. Like, I'm not sure, Toddies. I'm not sure if they've changed it at all. I'm going to... we're going to go out and we're going to save it. And then I'm going to select my game, which is... not that one. It's this one. And we're going to copy this game over here. And then I'm going to load it. And then we're going to go to the end and level up. Yay! Get smarter. Okay. Good for you. Her stats are gross. Look at her. She's like, I got really good stats across the board. You did it. We do. I think we got some good stuff. You see what I mean, though? That, like, this dude basically, let me see the amulet. Hermit, for sure. But as they're saying, I guess what you do at this point is, like, if you want to grind perfect characters and find all the best loot, now you have your, like, really high-level people and you just steamroll the dungeon looking for the best gear. Which, yeah, it's, like, sort of like New Game Plus, I guess. They didn't really put, like, it's so on brand with games of this time period. Like, I have a whole book that a friend got me for my birthday one year of Nintendo games and then their endings. And, like, you know, like, when you would beat Nintendo games, they would be super, super hard. And then there would be, like, a one-screen ending. They'd be like, you win. And it would be, like, so bad, so poorly conceived, so little time spent on it, because it just wasn't even the point, you know? Whereas, like, that. So this is one of those games where it's just like, you won. Congrats. That's it. That's all they got. Yeah, Fading Rampage, right? It's not like now where you beat the game and you kick back and you watch some, like, moving multi-million-dollar, you know, CGI final sequence. It's like, thanks for playing, is what they would put on the screen. Pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, Steve, exactly. So it's like, it's such an interesting, and like floor 10, what I've realized from doing it is what's hard about it, it's not even really the fact that you can't map it. It's not even the fact that it really teleports you. It's pretty easy to figure out just through even brute force which way you have to go to get to the end boss. What's hard about floor 10 is that it can give you encounters from like every place in the game, and it has enemies that are just imbalanced in terms of their difficulty level. So you could just get bad luck. All right, so also the point that I want to make about this dude right here, Old Gods, remember, we leveled him up, right? And this man leveled from 1 to 12 with 250,000 experience. Exactly, Toddies. It is, right? And all we had to do was get to the end boss, and then we beat it. But it was like, we just kept wiping. And what's interesting is, I'm being honest with you, I've just been sitting on the couch here and there, playing floor 10, just trying to get better loot for a bit, trying to get my characters up levels, and I've never wiped. Like, and then I sit down here on stream, and it's just wipe. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my god. And then we finally get to the boss, and it was like, thankfully you guys guided me into using that spell I didn't want to use, and it ended up being enough to just like, we just win. So that was awesome. Now, let me show you what I mean. This dude right here, you see how it from level 1 to level 12 was 265,000 experience. And then from level 12 to level 13, we almost need another 200,000 experience. It's just like, it starts to jump in such a ridiculous fashion that I was just thinking to myself, like, there's no way I'm going to grind up higher levels given how much experience they want you to get. So luckily, we were able to just roll in there and win. I got, I got a few of my spells back. Actually, I think I might have gotten all of my spells back when we leveled up. Let me go see if I can get my... there's a possibility I shouldn't have trained until I got my drained level back, but we're going to find out about that. Okay. Exactly, Steve. It starts to get exponential, where it's just like, you're never going to make it. Alright, this helmet could be good. This armor is not great, but let's see what we can get. Let's go to the, first let me go to the temple. Okay, good. I do get my experience back. I think. Exactly, Toddies. Yeah. Let me go to the store and let me identify. So, this armor is leather armor +2. Okay, that's okay. I mean, that's... Neutral plate mail +2. The gear that's, like, configured to an alignment is so bizarre. Yeah, none of this stuff is actually good, unfortunately. I really wish it were. I thought I maybe swung something, but I think that this guy already has... Yeah, he already has leather +2. I think so, Steven. I think it kind of snaked us on the level. So I already have I already have plate mail plus 2. So the neutral plate mail, even though it has a different picture, which seemed like it was going to be cool, is no better than what I have. Yeah, you're right. I do have it saved. Let me actually just inspect my character. Yeah. Yeah, so we'd have to load it to get that level 14 back. But unfortunately, the gear that we got, no good. Shield plus 1, already got it. Neutral plate, don't need it. Helm plus 1, I'm pretty sure, yeah, all the people who can wear helms have a helm plus 1. I mean, I could save it for some other characters, you know, but no good. So, I'm surprised, but we did it. And that's fascinating. So, I've never beat Wizardry 1 before. I never beat it on Nintendo. I don't even think I made it past, like, the 5th or 6th level of the dungeon when I had played it in the past. It was just such a brutal game. This version makes everything much more palatable, but I love that they give you the option, if you want it to be like release, you can have it. I don't. Yeah, Toddies. I might have. You're 100% right about that. But I was able to get enough gear to, like, just feel like, okay, this is as good as I can do. Yeah, Victory, congratulations to all of us. Like, we did this one. We beat this on stream over several nights, and I think that ending it there, this is a good length for a game, especially a game from that era. I'd say it's about 30-ish hours, which is manageable. Like, you could totally do that. You do have to grind, but it's not, like, so prohibitive that it's impossible. And the quality of life stuff that this version of the game adds by giving you, like, the fast attack memory combat is nice. So Bard's Tale is good. But what I was thinking is I was going to maybe check in, because we had talked about this. I think I might try Wizardry 8. So I own all of the Wizardries. And I hear 8 is really good. And I want to see if I can get that up and running. And it would be... That's right, Hermie. It would be cool to see, like, what the end of the series is like, and see how far... Yeah, Alex, 100%. It's always cool to, like, just complete a game, you know? And we would be able to see with Wizardry 8, like, what they did with the game. Like, how did they iterate it over, you know, from 1 to 8? That's an interesting question, Steve. I don't think so, but I'll look into that. Yeah, I'm going to try... I think I have to buy the good old games version of 8 to get it to run more effectively. I have the Steam version, and it was giving me a hard time. So I'm going to look into that, see if I can get that running. And if I can get it working, we might fire it up next week on stream and just, you know, see what's changed. Well, Alex wants Etrian Odyssey. We might also play that. More videos of that are still coming out. I'm playing that. Etrian Odyssey is a great crawler. I'm also enjoying Vaporum. And to Alex's other point, someday I need to beat Grimrock 2, which I never did. I beat Grimrock 1, but not the second one. And, you know, there's lots of other really amazing crawlers out there that I've never even heard of. And if you have any recommendations for modern crawlers. We could play more Operencia if people want to see that, which is just a straight up modern crawler with some cool voice acting and stuff. No, not yet, Sid. Good question. Take care, Toddies. I am as well. Everyone, it was awesome. It was a fun time, and we did it. I appreciate all of your help, and it is my bedtime. I want to say thank you so much for coming out and defeating the Mad Overlord, getting the amulet, and getting a win. I hope you all have a fantastic evening or day and a great weekend, and we'll be back on Sunday evening with some more streaming action. Victory, Crab, Hermie, Ronnie, Steven, Toddies, Alex, Sid, Lurkers, Pedro, Jamnuska, Fading, Chef Smitty, Systems, Episcocat, Shadow Phoenix, Steve, MWS, everybody out there. Oh, that's cool, Steve. I didn't know that. That makes sense. Take care.